This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports.
House for it at the net, and it's won by Stella Razor.
Who's driving the lane, losing the ball is Berger. Up ahead for Diggins. Diggins to the hoop. He gets bumped. He gets a shot. It goes. And Finn Diggins has a chance to tie it up.
Fourth down at 7. Inside is 45. Hackle fires down the middle. Peterson makes the catch inside the 15. And a first down.
McCleary looking good on his feet. Now he's riding, looking for that cradle, and he hops across on it. And here he pulls him over the top, and he's got him. Oh, and it looks like shoulders are, boy, that was close. So he's getting the count and the fall. So McCleary wastes no time. He said, take that, Jason. We're not going to the second period this time. We're going to end it right here.
And now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, and it is a beautiful, sunny and 81 degrees here in South Fargo at Sid-City Stadium, home of the Shanley Deacons. And, well, of the 4.5, 5 years that I've been doing broadcasting, whether it's on Magnitude or on a radio station, this is also the home of one of the most memorable games of my career. Now, not memorable for the Shanley Deacons, but if you're a Kindred Vikings fan, it was memorable. About 4 years ago, Kindred was down at halftime big, and Shanley was well on their way to a win, and Kindred was able to battle their way back in the second half, and it came down to a touchdown pass with 2 seconds left, and they made that pass, and Kindred won the game. They would go on to the Dakota Bowl to lose to Bismarck St. Mary's. So the second game after that didn't work out too well for them, but the game on this field worked out pretty well for them. So we'll say that for sure. Thank you so much for joining us here on our feature presentation of Monday Night Football here on Magnitude Sports. The Perham Yellowjackets, one of the powerhouse teams from Minnesota, and the Shanley Deacons, one of the powerhouse teams from North Dakota, and these two teams will square off here in South Fargo today, just about a 2-minute drive north of Fargo Davies High School, if you know where that's at, or if you know where, let's see here, for the Perham fans that probably aren't familiar with where the field is at, South 32nd Street, Don's Car Wash, head south, actually it's South 52nd Street, 52nd, excuse me. Don's Car Wash heads south. That's kind of how you get here. So if you're on your way and you're not sure how to get here and you're listening via Bluetooth in your vehicle or maybe on YouTube on your phone, there I just gave you a general idea of how to get here if you don't know how to use your GPS. So we want to thank you so much for tuning in today. Upcoming schedule, this game was added earlier this morning. We sent the email over the weekend, heard back from Reggie, one of the activities directors here at Shanley High School, and he invited us to come down, and we certainly appreciate the gracious opportunity to come down here and broadcast this junior varsity football game. And as if you've been a follower of Magnitude for a while, we started this Monday night thing about it was in the 2020 season when we started Monday Night Football on Magnitude Sports. So we pick up random games here and there, and then on a Monday night we schedule them in, and we come out and do them. Not a whole lot else going on Monday nights on either the North Dakota or the Minnesota side, for that matter. But speaking of volleyball, tomorrow Perham hosts Dilworth, Glendon Felton girls volleyball. That'll be live on Magnitude Sports. Jason and Lance will have the call on that one. For some reason, it's not showing up there, but Thursday Perham hosts Barnesville. And myself and Jason will be at the Hive in Perham for that volleyball contest, and then a doubleheader of football for you on Friday. We are working on a possible tripleheader on Friday, but right now we have the doubleheader for sure. Perham and Fergus Falls should be a good matchup. Kindred and Sargent County will be on Magnitude, and we're working on one other game that is still pending at this point in time. And then Saturday's a big day. Matter of fact, I got an email this morning. That first game that you see on your screen there at 9 a.m., that has actually been changed to 8 a.m. They're going to throw in an extra volleyball match. And I did get the schedule on my email, but I was getting ready for this game, and as a result, I wasn't able to update our schedule on our website. But a little bit later this evening, that schedule will be updated, so you'll know who's playing who. I believe we have a total of 7 games on Saturday, October 2nd from Barnesville High School. So keep that in mind. Then Fargo South, the Bruins will be hosting Kindred Monday, October 4th in high school volleyball. That's a Class A, Class B matchup we'll have for you here on Magnitude Sports. Tuesday, October 5th, more volleyball for you. Barnesville and Sabika, and then Kindred and Wymer-Lidgewood will be the doubleheader on Tuesday, October 5th. You can dig deeper into that schedule at our website, msportsnet.com. All the games are on demand, and you can get all the latest news stories by clicking on the Stories button. You can find us online, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We certainly appreciate if you'd give us a like, follow, and subscribe on any and or all of those. So now we are ready to go here for our opening kickoff. Perham will be kicking off. Shanley will receive. And one hop picked up at the 29-yard line, and now he'll cut around one would-be tackler. He's losing yards, and he'll be dropped at about the 26. And that's how this one will start off. So they'll officially spot the ball at the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Shanley Deacons. I believe it's Carson Busick starting quarterback here for the Deacons. See here in just a second or two. And it is indeed Carson Busick. They'll go with a 4-receiver set to start things off here for Shanley. And it'll be a handoff. And actually it'll be a quarterback keeper as Busick gets dropped just shy of the 30. Be a pickup of 2 for sure, maybe 3. And looks like they'll spot it a hair shy of the 30, so we'll go ahead and give him 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
I want to see the kick at halftime. Andy's ready to put up a little. No, I don't agree. You don't need to up effort.
So Deacons break the huddle now. Once again, 2nd down and 7. 4 receivers set, mirrored from the last play that they had. Busick takes a snap, screen pass in the backfield, and it's caught. And the receiver is Sawyer Fry. And Fry gets some good positive yardage on that one, towards midfield. Gain of about 20 yards on that play. Now stop the clock momentarily so they can reset the chains. 8:33 and counting to go. Another pass outside, caught 49-yard line over midfield up to the 45, brought down at about the 43. Pickup of about 5 yards on that one. Bring up 2nd down and 2. And an incomplete pass. Now stop the clock with 8:07 to go here in the first quarter of play. So the incomplete pass brings up, let's see, 2nd down and 2 apparently. No, it is 3rd down because the guy on the sideline a little slow on changing the sign there. But 3rd down and 2. Busick on a 3-step drop, fires far side, and it's caught. Caught at the 20-yard line. He'll shake a couple would-be defenders. Now he's up to the 10. I believe on the reception there, it was possibly Sam Oshak. Number 22, if I saw it clearly from that far away. And it was Sam Oshak on the carry, on the reception. It's good for a 1st down. Make it a first and goal from the 10, 1st and goal from the 11. And that'll be a carry, and he'll punch it up close to the 5-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 5 here for the Deacons. And they have a 4-receiver set right now. So the Deacons looking to strike first. They'll hand it off, and on the carry there for Shanley was Joey Jagger. He gets about 3, brings up 3rd down and goal from about the 2-yard line. Dragon Jagger down there was, I believe, Carson Byer, number 58. And possibly Avery Halverson, number 65. And Busick will keep it, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Shanley Deacons strike first here with 6:40 to go. A 2-yard touchdown run by Busick on the QB keeper, and now they'll set up for the point after attempt. So 6-0, and they will line up and go for 2, and they'll go with a 4-receiver set. And the pass is dropped. So the point after attempt will be no good, and it's 6-0 in favor of the Deacons here, and the Jackets will get their first possession when we return with your kickoff here in 30 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Trevor Seaman with United Community Bank, and now we are in Long Weekend Sportswear talking with Tammy Seifert. Tammy, how are you?
Good, thanks.
What's the best part about working with United Community Bank?
They're local. They have been our best buddies since we purchased the business. They bent over backwards to educate us and let us know the best way to purchase this business. This was our first, endeavor of doing something so big. They've just always been there for us. I love just picking up the phone and calling. We just wouldn't be working with anybody else other than UCB.
All right, welcome back here as the Deacons take a 6-0 lead on a 2-yard touchdown run by quarterback Carson Busick. And now the kick is away. It'll take a hop right at about the 22 where it's picked up. And he'll cut through a couple tacklers and bring that back to about the 31-yard line. So some decent return there for the Perham Yellowjackets. And now we'll see the offense for Perham for the first time here in this game. Apparently the clock's running at 6 instead of stopping. I don't know. So once again, Blaze Schmidt, a sophomore, is starting quarterback here for the Yellowjackets. And the Yellowjackets go with 3 receivers and a man in the backfield. They'll send in motion there Gage Onison. And Onison will get the pass on that far side up across the 40-yard line. And he's close to the 45. That's good for a first down. So one play and picks up about 12, 13 yards on that one. Up to the 43, or up to the 43. It's officially a gain of 13 yards on the pass to Onison. So now Schmitz works out of the shotgun, a 3-step drop. He fires over the middle, and he almost had his man, but he got hit and he dropped it. Intended receiver there was Isaiah Lehman. And now the clock will stop at 5:10. We'll let our clock catch up as close as possible. So almost a little miscommunication there on the pass there. That's Onison. And Onison down at about the 46. A pickup of approximately 3. That'll bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 7. 3rd and 7. Ball placed at the 46-yard line here for the Perham Yellowjackets. And they'll pitch it. And that is Onison again. And Onison gets through a, whoops, moved the camera a little too far there. My apologies. Gets through a grab jersey up to about the 45. Pickup of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a first down for the Yellowjackets. So it's 1st and 10 now. And the ball's placed at the 45-yard line, and Perham moving the ball down the field here rather quickly. We'll see if they can keep that momentum going here. The Deacon defense will step it up. He'll work under center this time. He'll pitch it to Onison. Onison, stiffed arm and falls at the 50. And causing the harassment there at midfield for the Shanley Deacons was Sam Oshak. As we creep inside, 3.5 to go. So that's, like I said, a loss of 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 15 now here for Perham. And Blaze Schmitz, the sophomore quarterback, will work out of the shotgun. He'll take the snap. 5-step drop. He's looking downfield. He'll fire it downfield, and he's got a man wide open, caught at the 18. He races into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Perham Yellowjackets. On the reception was Tyrus Kudron. And the Perham Yellowjackets have tied this game up at 6 apiece. I'll stop the clock at 2:53. And Perham will go for the 2-point conversion here. Number 84 for Perham. I don't have him on my rosters. I'm not sure who that is. But he's set up on the far side there. They'll hand it off. That's going into the hands of Kudron. And Kudron is not in. One official almost put his arms up. The other one almost said no, and then they looked at each other. But it's officially no good. And that will send us now to the next commercial break. Your kickoff coming up here in 30 seconds, tied up at 6-6 between the Deacons and the Jackets here on the United Community Bank scoreboard. Back in a moment.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Kickoff on its way back here and still on his feet, and he's brought down close to the 35-yard line. And on the return there for the Deacons was Bennett I believe that's Bennett Bird. That's the that's the name I have for number 6 on my roster anyway. First and 10. Busick fires far side, caught at the 39, up close to the 45. Probably out of bounds closer to the 44, and that's exactly where they'll spot it. It's a pickup of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1 here for the Deacons. Tied up at 6-6. And another quick pass up to the 50-yard line. Be a pickup of. Oh no! It actually fell. So it'll be 3rd down now, 3rd and 1. And Busick will pass. That one's incomplete. So it'll be 4th down and 1 now. All right, now Busick will work out of the shotgun here. 4 receivers set. It'll be a keeper, and he will bring it up to about the 48, 49. It's good for a first down on a 4th down and 1 play. Clock will continue to roll. 1:20 to go here. First quarter of play. Busick takes the snap. Doesn't move. Fires quickly out to the Perham 49-yard line. He's got a man. I couldn't quite see who it was. Turns out that it was Damon Hospitales, if I'm saying that correctly, and I'm pretty sure I did not, and I apologize to the Deacon fans for that. Second down and 8. Busick will keep it. And he fades his way out of one tackler and picks up some extra yardage. Good for a gain of about 6, and I'll bring up 3rd down and 2 here for the Deacons. "29 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Busick takes the snap out of the shotgun. Flag on the play as he pitches it here near side. And down the near sideline goes Gabe Danderin. But there is a flag. It's in the backfield. I have a feeling this is holding on the Deacons. So back the ball up to the 49-yard line. It's a 5-yard penalty. Bring up 3rd down and 7. Busick takes the snap, and there's another flag, and that's going to be illegal motion. The backfield there is taking off was Gabe Danderin. A little bit early, foul start. And that'll cost him some more yards. So it's now 1st down and 12, or 3rd down and they're marking it 3rd and 12, so we will too. "24 seconds to go here, first quarter of play. They'll send 3 receivers far, one near. Busick out of the shotgun. 4-step drop, fires up to the 45. He has his man, and that could possibly be the final play of the first quarter. We'll see if they get another one off here or not. And that will indeed be the end of the first quarter of play. We're all knotted up at 6 apiece here between the Perham Yellowjackets and the Shanley Deacons here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. 2-yard touchdown run for Busick for the Deacons, and a touchdown pass for the Perham Yellowjackets accounts for the scoring. Your second quarter in 60 seconds here on Magnitude.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Second quarter of play about to get underway here. Once again, 10-minute quarters here on Monday Night Football. Tied up at 6-6. Deacons in the red, going from right to left. Busick working out of the shotgun with a 4-receiver set. He's going to fire, and some nice coverage there to cause the incompletion. The pass was intended for Sam Oshak, but he was covered nicely there by Gage Onenson. And that'll bring up second down and 10. Actually, it's a turnover on downs. They'll bring up first down and 10 for Perham. So Schmidt works under center, hands it off, has a nice hole, and bringing it up close to the 40-yard line there is, that's Kareem Muhaisen. I think I got that wrong. I want to say hi to Jim and Collie for watching. And this run will be taken up. And it'll be second down. And it looks like he picked up about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 7. Forgot to write down the yardage on that touchdown pass. I believe it was in the 60s area. I'll have to look back on video and write it down. Schmitz works out of the shotgun, and Schmitz will fire over the middle, and he's got his man, and it's fumbled. It was caught initially there by Ryan Solberg, and now the Deacons pick it up and bring it back close to the 20-yard line. So it was a nice pass, but he just couldn't hang on to it there, and that would have been a big gain. So they'll mark it at the 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Deacons. Don't forget, Perham fans, on Cable Access Channel 14. If you missed Friday night's game between Perham and Detroit Lakes, they are re-airing that on Cable Access Channel 14. It's the re-airing of the Magnitude broadcast, and if you didn't see that game, trust me, it's one worth re-watching. That one had a crazy ending to it. Busick will keep it himself. He goes right up the middle and has a huge hole. And he brings it up to about the 31-yard line, and that'll be a pickup of 12 yards if they do spot it at the 31, and it'll be good for a first down for the Deacons. So from 1st and 10 to 1st and 10. As we crack the eggs on 8 minutes to go here, and Busick takes a snap and another quick pass, and it must have left his hand wrong because that one dropped, and that's not normal. Intended receiver there for the Deacons was Oshak. Stops the clock with 7:59 to go. So it brings up 2nd down and 10 now. Busick fires, screen pass. Oshak with the reception up towards the 35, and he'll dive forward to probably the 36. It's a pickup of 6, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 4 now here for the Deacons.
I didn't even see you up here. It's still a whole different view. Do you like it or you don't like it? I don't know. I feel like I have a little attention deficit.
Busick will look, and he'll fire, and just over the top of the fingertips there of Sam Oshak. On the coverage there for Perham was Gage Onenson, and he got tripped up, and that almost tripped up Oshak, and the pass was just a little high from Busick. So that'll bring up 4th down and 4 now. And the Deacons are 1 for 2 on 4th down conversions so far here in this game. And Busick will keep it himself. He'll roll outside the numbers. One man to beat, but that man will not let him beat him. A nice tackle there by Onenson to stop Busick in his tracks. The good news for the Deacons is that run was good enough for a 1st down. So it's now 1st and 10. Ball up to the 42-yard line now. I want to say hi to Aaron as well. Thanks for watching, Aaron. Handoff, and that ball's brought up to midfield there, and that is, let's take a look here, somebody I don't have on my roster. .6:19 and counting to go here in the 2nd quarter of play, and it's 2nd down and 1 for the Deacons. Busick will work out of the shotgun, takes the snap, a little shovel pass there into the hands of Danderen, and Danderen up close to the 41-yard line. Looks like they'll mark it at about the 42, and that's good for a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now here for the Deacons, as they'll place the ball at, looks like they'll place it right in between the 41 and the 42-yard line. So the 41.5-yard line, if that's what you want to call it. Busick will pass again, and this time he's got his other man, that's Oshak, who escapes the tacklers and goes into the end zone for the touchdown. That is a 41-yard touchdown pass from Busick to Oshak. And that gives the Deacons a 12-6 lead here in the 2nd quarter. So far, neither team has converted on the point after attempts. And they will not do so on that occasion either. 5:52 to go here in the 2nd quarter of play, and the Shanley Deacons hold a 12-6 lead. We'll be back here in 30 seconds with the kickoff on Magnitude Sports.
Magnitude Sports would like to thank our broadcast team and partners for making this broadcast possible. Visit the homepage at msportsnet.com and click on our sponsor's logo to learn more about the products and services they can provide for you.
Magnitude Sports wishes to thank the team and broadcast boosters for the continued support of their favorite sports teams. Please patronize the businesses shown here when you have the opportunity to do so.
All right, welcome back. Getting set for the kickoff here as the Deacons strike on a 41-yard touchdown pass to take the 12-6 lead over the Perham Yellowjackets. Busick to Oshak on that touchdown reception. And it'll be an onside kick, and it's out of bounds, and the Yellowjackets will take over there at about the Deacon 45-yard line. So that takes a second off the clock, brings us to 5:52. So 12-6 with 5:52 to go here before halftime. And now the Perham Yellowjackets will go back on offense and try and even this one up. Beautiful sunny day here in South Fargo, 81 degrees. And it's one of my top 5 favorite places to call a football game from. And usually it's because the weather's awesome anytime I'm here. There'll be a double pitch there. It's now into the hands of Kareem Muhassan, and he'll bring it up over the 40 to about the 38-yard line. That will be a pickup of enough for a first down, let's put it that way. Or no, it'll actually be short. It'll be second down, and we'll call it a long one. So the Jackets will go with 3 receivers, 1 man in the backfield here, and Busick under center. He'll hand it off. And he'll find a hole right through the middle of the line, and he brings it up close to the 25, maybe with forward progress. The 24 on the carry there was Kareem Muhassan. I'm going to get that right eventually. And back-to-back first downs on back-to-back plays. Check that, not back-to-back first downs. That was 2nd and 1, but it is 1st and 10 now. 4:40 and counting to go here in the second quarter. Three receivers, 2 near, 1 far. In the backfield there is Muhassan. And he'll throw, and it's caught at the 8-yard line, and he's brought down right at the 8. And it's good for another first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Yellow Jackets from about the 8-yard line. Or will it? There's a flag on the play, actually, so that pass is likely coming out of the books as the teams are heading back the wrong direction here. It was a nice pass and catch, but I didn't see the penalty, but the ref did, so we'll find out what that penalty is here in just a moment. But that stops the clock at 4:19 to go here in the second quarter. So the Jackets are now backed up 5 yards to the 44-yard line. First and 25 as Schmitz breaks free in the backfield. He'll keep it. He's up to the 30. He tries to shake one, and he does get through that one. And he'll push his way up close to the 25 before a host of Deacons pushes him back close to the 30. It looks like the official's going to mark it at about the 26-yard line. So it's a pickup of 13 yards on 1st and 25. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 12. Second and 13, ball's at the 27-yard line. Fake the snap, Schmitz will keep it. Run pass option, he'll flip it off, and that is going down the near sideline there is Muhassan, and the RPO, he takes the P version of that RPO option, run pass option. He takes the pitch is what I meant to say. And he's down inside he's right at the 10-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 10 here for the Yellow Jackets. And now a timeout. Now stop the clock with 3:12 to go. So a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. 3:12 to go, and the Yellow Jackets threatening here as they're on the 10-yard line with 1st and goal when we return after the break here on Magnitude.
Whether you have a love for wood furniture or maybe you need a custom woodworking job done, contact Jeff at Jeff Fritz Woodworking. Located in Perham, Minnesota, Jeff will work with you to ensure you get the final product you are looking for. Workbenches, bed frames, coffee tables, toy boxes, only a small sample of what Jeff Fritz Woodworking can do for you. Like and follow the Facebook page to view photos of recently completed projects. Jeff Fritz Woodworking in Perham. Email or make the call today, 218-457-1707.
All right, welcome back to Sid City. Let's try it again. Sid City Stadium. There we go. 3:12 to go here in the second quarter of play. Shanley Deacons have a 12-6 lead over the Perham Yellowjackets, but the Yellowjackets have a first and goal from the 10-yard line here as we come back from the break here out of the Perham timeout. Now I formation with one receiver to each side here for Blaze Schmidt. And there'll be a pitch into the hands of Kudron. And Kudron escapes one tackle, cuts back to the inside. He makes it back to about the original line of scrimmage. No gain, second and goal from the 10. See a lot of speed on this team, and on both of these teams for that matter. And every time the offense breaks a tackle, the rest of the defense is there to pick up the loose change, per se. So Blaze Schmidt will work under center, and he'll hand it off, and brought down by about 4 Deacons is Kareem. As we crack the eggs on 2 minutes to go here. Quick substitution for Shanley. Coming out was Luke Warner. Coming in was Damon Hospitals. Inside 2 minutes to go now. And it's third down and goal. I formation, 5-step drop under pressure over the middle, and the pass falls incomplete. And it's fourth and goal now from the 9-yard line. So they've gained 1 yard on 3 plays so far here. After a solid drive down the field to get to the 10-yard line, now the Deacon defense has put a wall up right at that 10-yard line. They have not been able to get more than that 1 yard. And now it's fourth and goal from the 9-yard line here, and it looks like Perham's going to go for it. Man in motion there is Onenson, and they'll give it to Onenson, and he'll be brought down. It's a loss of 2, and there'll be a turnover on downs. So on 4th and 9, they lose 2 yards, and now the Deacons take over. And it looks like they'll spot the ball at the 12-yard line. So it was actually a lot. Yeah, it was a loss of 3 on that play for the Yellowjackets as they turn it over on downs. And now we'll see what the Deacons do here. Deep on their own side of the field with a 12-6 lead. Four receivers, 3 near, and another screen pass in the backfield, and getting his hands on him initially there for Perham was number 22, who's not on my roster. And then that was enough for, I believe it was Onenson who finished the tackle. So that was a loss of 7 yards. And now the pass is caught, juggled, and almost. That was one of the best almost catches I've seen there. Sam Oshot comes up with almost an unbelievable catch. He had it in his hands. He was falling to the ground. He juggled it a couple times. It bounced off his chest. He juggled it again, had control of it, and then he finally dropped it as he hit the ground. So it's now 3rd down and 15 for the Shanley Deacons. 51 seconds remaining in the first half. 2 receivers each side now here as Busick claps, and they'll get Perham off sides. At least I believe it was Perham who jumped off. Logan Myers was the one to cross the line, and that will indeed give some yards back to the Deacons there. So it's a 5-yard penalty to set up 3rd down and 10. And the Jacket defense will hold, and they will not get very much on that at all, if anything. Looks like they'll give them about 1 yard. They'll bring up 4th down and 9. Stops the clock with 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And after the Perham Yellowjackets, they'll take a timeout. We'll keep it here. After the Perham Yellowjackets had their drive stall at the 10/9 yard line, now their defense has stepped up, and they are in a situation here where Shanley will likely come out and punt it. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by our friends at United Community Bank, KLN Family Brands, EOT Insurance, and Jeff Fritz Woodworking. Along with Perham High School, we certainly appreciate all their support to make this broadcast coverage possible of Yellow Jackets football, volleyball, and select other Yellow Jacket games as our schedule allows us to get them in. We have one more JV Perham game coming up later in the season. It's a home game when they host the Barnesville Trojans. We'll have that game for you here on Magnitude Sports. And they will punt it away. It's a nice punt. And it'll bounce at the 45, take a Yellow Jacket bounce back to the 41. And it'll be touched up there, and they will down it at the 42-yard line. So Perham will take over with 29.9 seconds remaining here in the second quarter of play. And they will have another chance to try and tie this one up heading into halftime. So their defense was pretty impressive there, holding the Deacons to a 3-and-out after the Yellow Jackets couldn't convert on a 1st and goal from the 10 that turned into a 4th and goal from the 9. And then they would turn it over on downs. So we'll see if the Yellow Jackets can do one better this time down the field. 29.9 seconds to go here before halftime. Perham will get the second half kickoff, so a touchdown here in the next 30 seconds would be huge. He'll roll and he'll fire, and he's got his man at the 35-yard line. On the reception there for the Yellow Jackets is mystery player number 22. Let's see if anybody is chiming in on our chat here on who number 22 is. Not yet. If anybody knows who number 22 is, let me know and I'll write him into my roster. It's another timeout on the field here with 19-second goal.
23.
Thank you, Collie. I'll write that in. It's Austin Schmeltz, who's number 22 for the Yellow Jackets. I had him on my roster as number 21, so I'm glad all I had to do was switch the number. Thank you, Austin. Appreciate that. Or thank you, Collie, I meant to say. Appreciate that. "23 seconds on the clock. And that one is caught by Onison inside the red zone at about the 18-yard line. And the Yellowjackets will hurry up as the clock continues to roll here at 10 seconds, and now the referee will stop the clock. Right now the clock sits at 9, and they're going to reset it to 14 seconds. All right, so we'll do the same. 1st and 10 from the 35. And Blaze Schmidt will work under center here. 14 seconds for the Yellowjackets to try and tie this one up. And now the clock will be started by the ref, and now will be stopped by the ref. They'll take about a second off. 12, 13 seconds, and all right, and he's looking to the end zone. And he's got Onison in the end zone, and it's good, and we're tied. It is a 22-yard touchdown pass. As Schmidt would find Onison in the near side corner of the end zone to tie this game up. And now they'll line up for the extra point to try and take the lead. Snap, hold, and that kick was blocked. Probably took an out of flag, and I have a feeling there's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct call here. Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's on Shanley. So. .1 seconds on the clock. At least I think it was on Shanley. I thought I saw the ref point his arm that direction. And it is. It looks like they're going to assess the penalty potentially on the kickoff here. So we're tied at 12. The point after attempt, no good. Took a long run up there. Had to be at least 5, 6, 7 steps. Usually you see 3 to 5 steps on the run up, but that seemed a little bit longer than that. So Perham Yellowjackets will get to kick it off from the Deacons' 45-yard line after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Shanley. And this one will be caught at the 10-yard line. He'll cut back inside of the middle of the field at the 15, at the 20, bouncing around like a pinball, and he's brought down at about the 21-yard line. And that'll bring a conclusion to the first half of play. 12-12, all knotted up. It's a good one here, just like we thought it would be here at halftime. We're knotted up at 12 apiece. We'll see what the second half has to bring when we return after this short timeout here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Trevor Seaman with United Community Bank, and now we are in Long Weekend Sportswear talking with Tammy Seifert. Tammy, how are you?
Good, thanks.
What's the best part about working with United Community Bank?
They're local. They have been our best buddies since we purchased the business. They bent over backwards to educate us and let us know the best way to purchase this business. This was our first, endeavor of doing something so big. They've just always been there for us. Always been there for us. I love just picking up the phone and calling. We just wouldn't be working with anybody else other than UCB.
KLN is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuffy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
Whether you have a love for wood furniture or maybe you need a custom woodworking job done, contact Jeff at Jeff Fritz Woodworking. Located in Perham, Minnesota, Jeff will work with you to ensure you get the final product you are looking for. Workbenches, bed frames, coffee tables, toy boxes, only a small sample of what Jeff Fritz Woodworking can do for you. Like and follow the Facebook page to view photos of recently completed projects. Jeff Fritz Woodworking in Perham. Email or make the call today, 218-457-1707.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Magnitude Sports would like to thank our broadcast team and partners for making this broadcast possible. Visit the homepage at msportsnet.com and click on our sponsor's logo to learn more about the products and services they can provide for you.
Magnitude Sports wishes to thank the team and broadcast boosters for the continued support of their favorite sports teams. Please patronize the businesses shown here when you have the opportunity to do so.
All right, welcome back. Halftime here at Sitchi Stadium in South Fargo, just off 25th Street. Beautiful facility here. And the Perham Yellowjackets and the Shanley Deacons are all knotted up at 12 here at the halftime break. Once again, your scoring recap here in the first half. Shanley struck first on a 2-yard touchdown run on a quarterback keeper by Busick. And then that'd make it 6-0 as the PAT attempt would fail. Perham would respond on a 40-plus yard touchdown pass. That's the one I forgot to write down. But it was a touchdown connection from Blaze Schmidt into the hands of Tyrus Kudron. And then Kudron would try and run it in for the 2-point conversion after that, but would fail. And then we would be tied 6-6. And that would be your score at the end of the first quarter of play. A couple of stalled drives for both Perham and Shanley would result in Shanley getting the ball, and Busick would find Oshak on a 41-yard touchdown connection to make it 12-6 in favor of Shanley. A couple of possessions later, as the clock was winding down in the second half, or in the first half, I should say, Another touchdown pass. This one a 22-yard connection from Blaze Schmitz to Gage Onison. And that is a sophomore to freshman connection there on the 22-yard pass to tie the game. They would go for the kick after that score, and the kick would be blocked. And that would set us up for our 12-12 score here at halftime. So four touchdowns, 2 for Perham, 2 for Shanley, and all 4 touchdowns have resulted in failed point after attempts. And we'll see if they can clean up that portion of it here in the second half. Once again, upcoming schedule here. Tomorrow we'll have Perham and Dilworth, Glendon, Felton. The Yellow Jackets will host the Rebels at the Hive, a 7:30 start. Jason Lance will have the call on that one. And then not shown for an unknown fluky reason, ghost schedule, I don't know. Thursday, Perham and Barnesville will be playing at the Hive, and Jason and myself will be there for the call on that game. And then we'll have a doubleheader of football for you on Friday, October 1st, as the Yellow Jackets will host Fergus Falls. Kindred Vikings will host the Sargent County Bulldogs, and we're working on a possible 3rd football game this Friday, but it's not official yet. And then a long day on Saturday. It shows 9 o'clock there. It's actually been bumped up to an 8 a.m. start, and we'll have a total of, I believe it's a total of 7 matches from Barnesville High School in that tournament. Pool play with bracket play. And then 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock, 6-man football featuring the Center Stanton Wildcats #2 and the North Border Eagles #1. That brings us to our 3rd quarter of play as we get ready for the kickoff here. And once again, it'll be the Perham Yellowjackets receiving this second half kickoff here at Sid Cichy Stadium. And that one will bounce. We picked up there at about the 32-yard line. He'll try to come to the near side of the field, and that's brought down on the 0 to 40. And now set up 1st and 10 at about the 39-yard line here for the Yellow Jackets. And potential spam. Sorry I missed your phone call. I'm busy broadcasting the game. 9:28 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. 1st and 10. They have placed the ball at the 39-yard line here for the Perham Yellowjackets. All knotted up at 12 apiece. Looks like Ashton Detloff is the new quarterback here for the Yellow Jackets. And Detloff will keep it. And he'll go outside the numbers to the far side of the field. And now he'll cut back inside. And he's going to pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards on the play. Clock continues to roll. 2nd down, and we'll wait to see where they spot it. They're going to give him 5, so 2nd and 5. So again, if you're still watching this game, certainly appreciate you tuning in, and give the video a thumbs up. Give it a like if you would. Subscribe, click the bell for your subscription preference of all, none, or some. You can subscribe and still not get any alerts. It helps us out. Gives us an extra 10 cents a game. So if we get 10 people to subscribe, that's an extra buck. So that run was enough for a 1st down. I didn't see who took the carry on that one, but
Aaron's more interested in who the head chef is. Who makes the bruschetta.
So Detloff takes it, and he will keep it, and now he'll fire a pass, and he's got a man wide open at the 21-yard line. It's caught, and rolling into the end zone on a 46-yard touchdown reception is Tyrus Kudron. So Perham strikes first here in the second half. And they take a 46-yard touchdown pass to take the lead. Now Detloff will fire, and it ricochets off the shoulder pads there of Grant Weiser. And the PAT attempt will once again be no good. But it's 18-12 on a 46-yard connection to Kudron from Detloff. And that gives the Jackets the lead here as we head to the kickoff in about 15 seconds here on Magnitude.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back. The Yellowjackets on a 46-yard pass there from Detloff to Kudron. Take the lead here in the third quarter over the Shanley Deacons. 18-12 is our score. That one will be taken there, and on the return for the Deacons was Caden Bennett, and he's brought down at about the 30-yard line. They'll set up 1st and 10 here for the Deacons with 7:40 to go. I want to say hi to Jolene and Evan for watching. Certainly appreciate you tuning in. And this is still Busick in at quarterback here for the Deacons, and he'll take the quarterback keeper up about 4 yards for a gain of 4, and up to the 35. He'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Busick will work out of the shotgun again. And now a screen pass is caught at the 35. Evades 2 tacklers across the 40, and now he's brought down at about the 43.5-yard line. We'll see if they spot it at the 43 or the 44. Both officials came in right in the middle of those 2 hash marks. It's good for a 1st down. It's 1st and 10 now here for the Deacons. 6:32 to go and counting. Busick will work out of the shotgun again with a 4-receiver set, man in motion. They'll hand it off to that man. And now he'll cut right up the middle, and he'll dive ahead to about the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, 2nd down and 5 here for the Deacons. So the Deacons will go no huddle, and they'll keep things going here. This looks like a 5-receiver set. Nobody in the backfield. You can almost guarantee either a pass or a QB keep. And it will be a QB keep, at least for the moment. And Busick up to the 45, gets clipped up and dropped right there. Maybe the 44, and it's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10, and the Deacons are moving the ball quickly here on their first possession of the 3rd quarter.
I like seeing you up in the hustle. Hey, I'm back on the chain next Monday.
5:40 and counting. Another handoff right up the middle there. That's Oshak. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Danderen. Get 28 and 20 mixed up.
March it down the field, boys.
So Danderen on the carry. Picks up 9. It's 2nd and 1. And the Deacons are, for lack of a better word, cruising here right now. Literally down the field. It's almost has a hockey feel to it. A screen pass in the backfield, and he catches it, and he's going to be thrown to the ground there by Blaze Schmidt. So it'll be a loss of 2 yards on the play, and it'll bring up, well, maybe a loss a little bit more than that, maybe a loss of 3. We're going to call it 3rd and 4.
Boys told me, your Karen told me the Sam's went to homecoming as a freshman. Said NDSU
Clock continues to roll as we approach 4.5. 3rd down and 4 here. Busick will work out of the shotgun in a 4-receiver set. And it's a run-pass option there, and he'll get it to Max Sorensen. And Sorensen up to the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and that's going to be very close to a 1st down. Looks like they're going to mark it a little bit shy. We'll call it 3rd and a short 1. Check that. We'll call it 4th and a short 1. Inside 4 minutes to go now. Busick will keep it on the QB keeper. He has the 1st down. He's up to the 30, still on his feet. Tiptoes on the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 22, 23-yard line. I'll stop the clock with 3:45 to go. 1st and 10. And the ball's placed at the 23-yard line. Busick in the backfield there. He's got Sorensen to his right. Busick will fire. It's into the hands there of Oshak. Oshak outside the numbers at the 10, stretches, and he is out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. He did not make it to the end zone as he was hoping he would. But like I said, the Deacons are cruising down the field literally here on this drive. Out of bounds, ball's placed at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. And Busick will keep it, and Busick will be dropped. He probably got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. 2nd down and goal.
Jefferson ran that pass pattern for a touchdown on Sunday. Ran it awesome. In and then back out, yeah. Cousins threw it right on the money, too.
Well, you're all by yourself and you can't get beat.
Yeah, you have to attack the slant and the out.
And now the pace of this drive has seemed to slow a little bit. I've always, when everybody's ever asked me like what my favorite sport is to call, I usually say volleyball or hockey because my mind seems to work better at fast-paced sports, and it's worked really well on this drive for Shanley. Busick will keep it again right up the middle, and he will break one tackle, bounces off a tackle. He snuck into the end zone, and it's good for a touchdown. So we're tied at 18 now. So that is a 3-yard touchdown run by Busick. That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. The first one came back in the 1st quarter. And the Deacons will go for 2. And motion, Busick will keep it, and he's going to be dropped. It's going to be another unsuccessful point after attempt, and we are tied at 18. 2:38 to go here, 2:43 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play, and your kickoff in 30 seconds.
KLN is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuppy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
All right, welcome back. 2:43 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play, and this has been a back-and-forth battle. We are tied at 18 right now here. The most latest score. Deacon quarterback Busick on a 3-yard touchdown run. Neither team has made a point after attempt. We've had 5 two-point conversion attempts and 1 extra point attempt, and all of them have failed here. It's the 6th score of the game. And down that far sideline is if I can find out who that was. I believe it was number 30 for the Jackets bringing it back. I originally thought it was number 20. So it'll be 1st and 10 now here for the Yellow Jackets. And once again, Ashton Detloff, the freshman, will be the one calling the plays here for the Yellow Jackets. And a handoff right up the middle, and that's a nice gain of about 7 yards up to the 45, from the 48 to the 45 on the carry there for the Yellow Jackets, Tyrus Kudron. 2:17 and counting to go here. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. There's a pickup of 7 yards. 2nd and 3 from the Deacon 45 here for Detloff and the Yellow Jackets. And Detloff will hand it off. And the ball is fumbled and is recovered there by Shanley. Max Sorensen fell on it right away. And that gives the ball back to the Deacons with the game tied at 18. So I'll stop the clock with 1:56 to go on the turnover. And set up 1st and 10 for Shanley on their own 44-yard line.
You might as well just go all out and just stand up.
So Busick will whisper a plan there to his tailback. And they'll hand it off. A delayed handoff up the middle there as Danderen. And he brings it up to the 49. It's a pickup of 5, 2nd down and 5 here for the Deacons. As the clock ticks inside 1:40. 2nd and 5 from the 49-yard line. Deacons cruise down the field on their last drive, and now on these first 2 plays, they've taken a little bit of time to huddle up and talk things over. It'll be another handoff to Danderoff, and Danderoff gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd down and 5, no gain on the play. And the clock continues to tick down towards a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. We were tied at the end of the first. We were tied at the halftime, and unless the Deacons put together a couple quick strikes here, we might be tied at the end of the 3rd. Busick takes the snap, looks far side, and he'll fire, and he's got his man. That's Danderen on the reception, and Danderen has enough for a 1st down up to the Perham Yellowjacket 43-yard line, I believe. Maybe the 44. We'll see where they spot it. They'll temporarily stop the clock to move the chains. Looks like they will spot it at the 43-yard line. So 1st and 10 now for Shanley from the Perham 43 with 42.4 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Busick takes the snap. He was going to go up the middle and keep it himself, and he'll pick up about 3 on the play. He'll be dropped at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 7 here for the Deacons.
Yeah, that's Kent's son. Okay.
Inside 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Busick works out of the shotgun, sends 2 receivers to each side. He's got Danderen to his little right, and he'll fire. And it's caught at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, and that'll likely be the final play of the 3rd quarter, and it is. Tied up at 18 here after 3 quarters of play. It's been as advertised, if you watch our advertisement of this game. 18-18 all between the Yellowjackets and the Deacons. The fourth quarter ahead. We'll see if the fourth is the final frame or not. And we'll reset our clock as somebody gets their happy birthday sung to them. We'll be back here in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back to Sichi Stadium here in South Fargo. Mike Mason with you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, bringing you a fantastic Monday Night Football game here just before the real Monday Night Football game a little bit later tonight. And Perham fans, if you're not interested in the NFL game,
You guys are wrong.
they are re-airing the Perham Detroit Lakes game tonight at 8 o'clock on cable access channel 14.
Yeah, 1st and 5. Gotta be 1st and 10, unless they get a penalty, which we didn't get.
So 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff now to, that was, I believe, Dandrin, and it was. Second down and 4. So our clock's right on with the field scoreboard. Well, so far, each team has scored 1 touchdown in each quarter and nothing more than that. It's probably going to take something more than that in the fourth quarter here, and he's going to be dropped. Ball was at the 26. He may have lost 1 or 2 on that play. Looks like he lost 1, so it'll be 3rd and 5. And during the commercial break, I asked if they had overtime in JV, and he was like, I don't know. We've never been faced with that situation before, so we've never had it, but that doesn't mean that they don't have it if it's required. So I guess we'll find out together here if we'll have an extra frame or not, should this one be knotted up at the end of this quarter. Okay, I just got word that officially they do not, so it'll be up to the 2 coaches for Perham and Shanley if they want to play extras should this thing be tied up the way it has been all game long. So we'll find out if we reach that point in the game here. It'll be 4th down, picks up about 3 on the play. It's going to be 4th, we'll call it 4th and a long 1. As the clock continues to tick, 8:24 and counting.
So the kid in the red shirt is his brother?
You're going to have 9 firm defenders looking at number 18.
How about this? A little 2-yard quick pattern here with a 10-yard push on the kid.
So they'll do that 4 receiver set again, and every time they've done the 3-1 receiver set, it's usually been a run play. This time that's not the case. It'll be a short pass that's caught at the 20-yard line, and he'll drag the Perham defenders forward close to the 15. What? That's some weight room activity there on the field from Sam Oshak. Drag at least 3. I think there's 3 on him. Maybe there was 4. Doesn't really matter how many because he got the first down. That's what matters. 1st and 10 now from the 16-yard line. Here's the clock continues to roll. 7:28 and counting. Busick working out of the shotgun. And he'll hand it off, and it's dropped. And I think Shanley got on top of it, but I'm not sure. It was handed off there to Dandrum, and he dropped it on the exchange. And I think Dandrum got on top of it. But it was a close call, and Shanley did indeed cover it up.
Yeah, what happened to Schultz this summer? I thought he was going to.
So just inside 7 minutes to go now.
Schultz, I thought he was going to spend all his time and energy trying to get back on there.
So did I. And that's why I just heard that. I don't know. It seems like that's.
Busick will work out of the shotgun. He's got Dangerm to his right. Oshak, the near side receiver, and the screen pass is dropped in the backfield. That will stop the clock, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Or will it be, yeah, I'm sorry, 3rd and 1, not 3rd and 10. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it is 3rd and 10. I was looking at the wrong first down marker there. It was on the wrong side. We've had a couple of drives for both the Deacons and Yellowjackets stall inside the 20. We'll see if the Jacket defense can step it up here. As Busick will call for the snap, 3-step drop, looks to the end zone near side. It's bobbled and caught and out of bounds. He did catch it, but on the bobble, he drifted out of bounds, and that would be a result of an incomplete pass. It was a great pass to the corner of the end zone, too. And Busick put it only where Oshak could get it, and the pressure from the Perham defense was just enough to cause him to bobble it. And since he did not have control of it, his body went out of bounds, and it resulted in an incomplete pass when he did make the catch. If the end zone was extended just another half a yard, that would have been 6 points for the Deacons. 6:29 to go now here in the 4th quarter. Busick with a low snap and a 5-step drop. Now he rolls out to his right, and he's got a man wide open in the end zone. That is Jackson, I believe, number 23. Let me double check. Yes, it is. Jackson Nirodi, a freshman on the reception there. There's an 18-yard touchdown pass. And now they will go for 2. Busey takes a snap. He's got some room, and he passes, and he's got his man. And that's the first successful 2-point conversion. And it is caught there by Oshak. So that makes it 26-18 as the home team tacks on 2 more here, and we move to the kickoff in 30 seconds.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Shanley will kick it off here. And with the ball right now at the 25 and at the 30, and he gets pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line. On the return there was Kudron.
Catch, dude, going there to get it. I like that for 85.
So now the Yellowjackets will take over here, down 26-18. So now the pressure's really on. They got to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie it now. And they got 6 minutes and 12 seconds to work with. Detloff rolls to his left. Goes outside the numbers to the 40, out of bounds at about the 42, maybe the 43. Looks like they'll spot it at the 41. Near side official spotted it at the 41. Far side official spotted it at the 42. So they will spot it at the 42-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 9. We'll call it second and a long 1. .604 to go, and it'll be a handoff, and he's going to go right up the middle, and he's up over the 45. Push down, they'll mark it at the 46, a pickup of 4, and it's good for a first down for the Yellow Jackets. I'll stop the clock with 5:58 to go here. And it's an official's timeout as we have a Deacon that's slow to get up, and it appears to be Caden Geigel, who is the Deacon who is not up on his feet yet. So we'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back here, and we hope it's nothing serious. We'll be back in just a moment.
KLN is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuppy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
All right, you can see there that he's kind of holding his arm around his gut area there, but he's walking off on mostly his own power, so that's good news. They'll sit him down on the bench and check him out, make sure everything's going good, and we'll return to action here. 5:58 to go. It is 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. And a short carry across the 50, a pickup of 5 up to the Deacon 49-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 5 here for the Deacon, or for the Yellow Jackets. And the clock will continue to roll. Shanley scored on an 18-yard touchdown pass from Busick to Nyrode, excuse me. And that was the latest scoring. They converted on the 2-point conversion, the first successful point after the game. And now a pickup of about 1 here sets up 3rd and 4 for the Yellow Jackets from the Deacon 48-yard line. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by United Community Bank, KLN and Family Brands, EOT Insurance, Jeff Fretz Woodworking, Gotta Go Driving School in Fargo, and Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. And it'll be the QB keeper here, and up across the 40, and he'll be dropped at the 39. It's good for a first down as he picks up 9 on the play, and that will temporarily stop the clock at 4:35 so they can reset the chains. And a nice QB keeper there by Ashton Detloff, the freshman quarterback for Perham. Chains are set, clock will restart. 4:33 and counting to go. Here in the 4th quarter of play, and the Jackets trying to tie this one up. Detloff will work under center. Man in backfield, man in motion. And they'll hand it off to him, and that is Kudron, excuse me. And he'll pick up about 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
What's his name?
As we go inside 4 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. We'll send Kudron in motion, and Detloff will keep it. And Detloff has a little bit of space. And Detloff is dropped at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and good for a first down.
We went down Saturday or Sunday morning and tailgated. God, it's a good crowd, good time. Yeah.
Detloff will keep it again. He'll find a little bit of a hole, and he gets inside the 25 to about the 24. It's a pickup of 1 on the play, and it'll bring up second down and 9. And the clock continues to tick down to closing in on 2.5 now.
70 playing? I mean, I knew what you were watching. I mean, like, no. They haven't counted yet.
Detloff over on the far side, getting the play there from his coach. As the clock continues to tick down to 2:10 now. And now we crack the eggs on 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Yellow Jackets need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie. Detloff out of the shotgun, looks, rolls, and he'll get dropped in the backfield for a sack. And you can credit that sack to Will Henkel. So that'll bring up third down, and let's see here. So it's a loss of 6 on the play. So it'll bring up third and about 15.
Just let that clock run.
And we're down to 1:20 now. As the clock continues to roll here, and the Yellow Jackets are running out of time. They're also running out of field, which is in theory a good thing, but they're running out of time, which is a bad thing. We'll see what they got in their back pocket here as they go with the man in motion, Kudron. And Kudron will take it on the motion play, and he will not be able to evade any tacklers. He gains about 2 on the play. It'll set up fourth down, and we'll call it 4th and 13. Now call it 4th and 14, so we'll put it at 4th and 14. And now we have a timeout. Stops the clock with 48 seconds to go. We'll keep it here for the conclusion of this one. We'll reset our clock to 48 seconds. Started with a 2-yard touchdown run for the Deacons. Perham responded with a 40-plus yard touchdown pass to tie the game. That would move us into the second quarter. Busick would find Oshak on a 41-yard touchdown pass to give the Deacons the lead again. Perham would tie it up on a 22-yard touchdown pass, and then Perham would strike first and take the lead in the third quarter on a 46-yard touchdown pass to take an 18-12 lead. Shanley would run down the field, and Busick on a quarterback keeper on a 3-yard touchdown run would tie it at 18. And then that would move us into the fourth quarter of play, where Busick would connect with, let me look at the name again there, Nyrode on an 18-yard pass to bring it to 24-18. Busick to Oshak on the pass for the 2-point conversion, good, 26-18, and that's where we sit here with 48 seconds to go. And the Perham Yellowjackets have the ball, 4th down and 14 on the 30-yard line. A big play here. And Detloff will keep it. And Detloff to the 15 and out of bounds at the 10. And I think it's enough for a first down. I think it is. And it will indeed be a first down for the Yellow Jackets. So Detloff getting the big play that the Yellow Jackets needed, and that moves the ball down to the 12-yard line. 1st and 10. They have to get to the 2-yard line for another first down. They have 38 seconds to work with here, and they are down 8. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this one up. And Detloff will keep it again. Or no, he won't. He handed it off. I didn't see who he handed it off to, but he's inside the 5-yard line. And that stops the clock with 30.7 seconds to go. So they're going to place the ball right at the 5. So it was a pickup by 7 of 7 by a player that I couldn't catch. I thought at first it was a QB keeper, but it was not. At some point, the ball exchanged hands. So it is now 2nd and 3 from the 5. Once again, they can get to the 2 for a first down, or they can get 5 for a touchdown. So that's the 2 options that they have here. With 30 seconds to go, my guess is that they're thinking touchdown. They'll take the first down if that's the result of the play. 26-18 in favor of the Shanley Deacons here at Sid Cichy Stadium in South Fargo. And we have another good one here. Detloff will work under center. The snap, throws into the end zone, and it's caught. And now the Yellow Jackets are 2 points shy of tying this one up. It is a 5-yard touchdown pass.
That wasn't the big play. This is no. Yeah.
They're going for 2. They'll hand it off, and he's not going to get in there, and now the Yellow Jackets are going to have to look at an onside kick here. .4 seconds to go. And the Yellow Jackets cannot convert on the 2-point conversion, and they're down 26-24 with 26.4 seconds to go.
Isn't this the Achilles heel though of the freshman team? What's right about to happen?
We'll take a quick timeout, get a beverage in, be back in 15 seconds with the kickoff.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right. You could probably expect an onside kick attempt here from the Yellow Jackets. They did not convert on the 2-point conversion, and now they are down 26-24 with 26.4 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter of play from Sid Cichy Stadium in South Fargo. And it has been as advertised here. We thought this might be a good one, and we thought correctly. So we'll see here how Perham sets up for this one here. Remember, the ball has to go at least 10 yards before Perham can touch it. And it's going to be a struggle there, and I think Shanley has it, but it could be close. And Shanley does come up with it. Perham was that close to getting their hands on that onside kick. And Shanley was able to cover it up, and that will pretty much seal the game. One kneel down here, and the Deacons will win it. That took 1 second off the clock. And the ball will be placed at the Deacon 49-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 here. And one kneel down will do it. As Busick will come in, he scored the first points of the game, and now he also scored the final points of the game on the passing side and scored the first points of the game running it, and they'll run it, and they'll try and just chew up the clock here. I don't think they have to run another play. I think the clock can just now run out, and that'll do it. A great effort by the Perham Yellowjackets, and an even little bit slightly better effort by the Shanley Deacons. You look back at this game here, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missed point after attempts, 3 for Perham and 3 for Shanley. And if one of those would have been made by Perham, we might be tied right now. Perham might have a victory. That's one thing they're probably going to talk about in practice for their next game. But what a thrilling game it was here today, as the final score once again here from Sici Stadium is the Shanley Deacons 26 and the Perham Yellowjackets 24. It was a good one. We'll take a short timeout. We'll go over the scoring summary, and we'll wrap this thing up here from Sici Stadium in just a couple of moments here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Hi, I'm Trevor Seaman with United Community Bank, and today we're down at the Gathering Grounds, joined with Ashley Clifton.
Hello.
Ashley, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
What's the best part for you about working with United Community Bank?
Besides just that they believed in me and kind of took a chance on me and helped me get it all together, I think what's more is that they really do support the community. They come in the store all the time. They don't just give us business, but they, encourage our business, buy gift cards in the winter when we're slower to give to other, locals and businesses, so it's just really inspirational for me.
KLN is home to great companies like Kenny's Candy and Tuffy's Pet Foods. Matt Nagel here. I was raised right here in Lakes Country. Our products are top-notch. Working for a successful, locally owned family business means job security, pride, and a connection to our local communities. Join us at Kenny's Candy. Experience an awesome benefit program, competitive wages, a sign-on bonus, and profit sharing. Shop local, work local. Get started at klnfamilybrands.com or call 347-0525 and ask for Matt.
All right, welcome back. Sici Stadium here in South Fargo, and what a game this was. It was back and forth, tied at the end of the first, tied at halftime, tied at the end of the third quarter, and it came down to a two-point conversion as Busick would find Oshak on the two-point conversion to give Shanley the 26-18 lead. Perham came back, scored the touchdown, but wasn't able to get the two-point conversion, and that's the entire difference in this game, is that two-point conversion. Like I said, in the first 6 scores, 3 for Shanley, 3 for Perham, all 3 attempts for each team resulted in failed point after attempts. And if any one of those would have been a thumbs up instead of a thumbs down for Perham, this could be a different final score. So, I mean, there's many ways that this game could have resulted in a Perham win, but Shanley able to hold it out here with the 26-24 victory. It started in the first quarter. Busick on a 2-yard touchdown run made it 6-0. Point after failed, and then Perham would respond later in the first quarter. It'd be Schmitz to Kudron on a 40-plus yard touchdown pass to tie the game at 6. That would move the game into the second quarter, where Shanley would strike first. Busick would find Oshak on a 41-yard touchdown pass to give the Deacons a 12-6 lead. Perham would respond towards the end of the second quarter when Schmitz would find Onison on a 22-yard touchdown pass, ties the game at 12-12. Once again, point after failed. So with your halftime score 12-12, we'd move into the third quarter, and Perham would be the team to strike first in the third, as Detloff would come in at the quarterback position, taking over for Schmitz, and he would find Kudron on a 46-yard touchdown pass to give the Yellow Jackets an 18-12 lead, point after failed. Later on in the quarter, Busick would and the Deacons would drive down the field. They'd get the ball on the 3-yard line. Busick would take it in on a quarterback keeper to tie the game up at 18-18, and once again the point after attempt failed. It would be 18-18 as we moved into the fourth quarter of play, and Shanley would strike first. Busick would find Nyrode on an 18-yard touchdown pass. That would make the score 24-18. On the 2-point conversion that followed, Busick would find Oshak wide open in the end zone for +2 to make it 26-18. And then right towards in the final couple minutes of the fourth quarter there, Perham on a 5-yard touchdown pass. It was Detloff, but I couldn't see who the receiver was on that pass, but it was a 5-yard touchdown pass to make the score 26-24. Yellow Jackets came a little bit short on the 2-point conversion. That would end up being your final score. Well, coming up on Magnitude tomorrow night, Jason and Lance will have the call for you from the Hive in Perham, as the Yellow Jackets will host the North Glendon Felton Rebels in Minnesota High School Volleyball. And then Friday, or no, check that. There's a game that's not on there, but Thursday, Perham hosts Barnesville in high school volleyball. Jason and myself will be on the call for that game. And then Jason and Bob will have the call between the Yellow Jackets and the Otters Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff from Ted Minover Field in Perham. And then I'll be, at least I think I'll be, in Kindred with the Vikings and the Sargent County Bulldogs on a 7 o'clock kickoff there. And we are tentatively working on a third football game Friday night, but we haven't locked it in just yet. So make sure you check back to our schedule to see if we are able to add that third football game on Friday or not. And then after football on Friday, we'll take a quick power nap during the overnight, wake up, head to Barnesville High School for an 8 a.m. It says 9 a.m. on your screen, but I got an email today saying it was bumped up to 8 a.m. So 8 a.m. for the first match. It's the volleyball tournament at Barnesville High School. Pool play in the first 4 games, I believe it is. And then the bracket play in the championship game will be played at 2 o'clock. And we'll have those matches for you live here on Magnitude Sports. And then doubleheader football a little bit later on Saturday as we head to Center, North Dakota, home of the Center Stanton Wildcats. Phil, and I forget his sidekick's name, but Phil will have the call on the junior high game between the Wildcats and the North Border Eagles. And then stay tuned for the varsity game. If you've not seen a 6-man football game, if you thought 9-man football was high scoring, you want to go to 6-man football and check that one out. Center Stanton Wildcats ranked number 2 in the state of North Dakota in 6-man football, and they'll be at home hosting the number 1 team, the North Border Eagles, rated number 1 in the state. North Border played 9-man last year. They downgraded to 6-man football, or maybe upgraded, depending on how your perspective is on that. Center Stanton, last time we saw Center Stanton on Magnitude Sports, they dropped, I believe, 60 or 70 points on the Drayton Bombers. North Border has been averaging in the 60 to 80 point range in all their games this season. And we've seen North Border once so far this year here on Magnitude Sports as well. So I would suspect that that's going to be a high-scoring game. I would suspect you're looking at both teams scoring at least 50, if not more than that. And I'm certainly looking forward to that. I personally won't be calling the game, but you can guarantee I'll be watching that 6 p.m. game on Saturday here on Magnitude Sports. And even if you're just a general fan of football, I strongly suggest you tune in for that 6 p.m. game between Center Stanton and North Border. And then we'll go back to volleyball. Monday October 4th, one of my favorite days of the year. I won't say why. Fargo South Bruins will host the Kindred Vikings in a Class A versus Class B volleyball matchup. That should be an entertaining one. We encourage you to tune in for that one. And then back to the Minnesota side, actually a doubleheader on Tuesday the 5th. Kindred, after the matchup with the Bruins at Fargo South, will come home to face the Wyoming-Lidgewood Warbirds, and then Barnesville will be up against Sabika on Tuesday, October 5th as well. You can dig deeper into that schedule at msportsnet.com. New website coming November 1st, so we're pretty pumped up about that. I won't say anything more on that. Once again, you can find all the games on demand. This one will be available shortly here. And you can follow us online, too. All that information coming up here in just a few moments. Once again, your final score here from Sid Cichy Stadium on Monday Night Football is the Shanley Deacons picking up the 2-point victory over the Perham Yellowjackets, 26-24. We'll have volleyball coverage for you tomorrow from the Hive in Perham. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you again soon here on Making Good Sports.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.